Nothing concrete yet. We have asked the oil industry to give their suggestions on the problem that besetting our country. This problem that being felt by our nation is not only being felt by us, but by the whole world. So basically, what we have discussed there are the possible solutions, and one of those were the also the discussion about the cutting the excise tax and also the biofuel, yung Biofuel Act of 2006. But basically, not no concrete action yet are being taken. But I told the speaker a while ago that we need to have um, executive session meeting with those principal of those oil industry. Precisely kasi kanina we were not able to discuss it well because basically yung mga invited over there were uh, not the principal owners of the biggest oil industry, and that's the reason why we weren't able to tackle deeply the problem. But one of the problem that we are encountering right now is yung pagbabalanse. We cannot balance yet the outright suspension of the excise tax, considering that it's giving us almost 57 billion a year. So kung titignan mo na magbabawas ka ng 57 billion na kita ng ating gobyerno, and that is divide mo sa 12, that is 4.75 billion a month. So for the next 3 months, mawawala ng gobyerno ng at least mga 13.5 billion, and that is huge. So basically tama rin yung sinasabi ni Congresswoman Estela that we need to prepare for the spending of the different sector of our society, and not only yung ating pong pagbibigay ng tulong sa isang sektor. So we have to really balance yung nangyayari po kanina, and I think hindi pa po siya tapos, and we have to consider another meeting for that.
Right. Congressman Dan, linawin ko lang, no? Earlier, when you began explaining what happened in the meeting, you mentioned something about the Biofuel Act of 2016. What exactly about that act? Kasi medyo mahaba po yung batas na yun. Ano po yung pwede nating i-tweak for this exact situation that we're in right now?
Kasi well, pagdating doon sa excise tax, kung magbabawas tayo ng at least 12 billion, malaking bawas 'yon doon sa babayaran ng ating mga mamayang Pilipino na nagbabayad ng fuel, ng oil. Doon naman po sa Biofuel Act natin, kasi meron dong provision sa ating batas na sinasabi that starting 2020, kailangan po yung ating pong fossil fuel natin ay mag-inject po tayo ng biofuel. Kasi biofuel is a environmentally friendly bioproduct that being injected on the fuel. We need to subscribe sa international standard na maging mag-contribute tayo sa climate change, sa global warming. So basically, nagbabayad doon ng at least 3 pesos or I think $3 para po doon sa additional payment para doon sa byproduct ng biofuel. And kung isususpend natin yon for the meantime, makakabawas yon doon sa presyo ng ating ng fuel sa gasolina saka sa diesel.
Congressman, sabi po nung since you were talking about subsidy, sabi po nila medyo pahirapan daw yung pag-claim ng subsidiya mula sa Land Bank of the Philippines. Sabi po nila na yung iba nako-confuse dahil may election spending ban. So what do you plan to do about that?
Well, actually that's true, no? Even me, sa Laguna, Santa Rosa, tapos sa ibang parte ng bayan namin sa Santa Rosa, I've been talking to a lot of different TODA, sa tricycle, sa mga jeepney. And as a matter of fact, what the government have promised noong 2022 at 2021 na fuel subsidy ay hindi pa nakakarating sa kanila. That is worrisome, dahil considering that andito na naman tayo sa sitwasyon that we are promising the fuel subsidy to our mga TODAs. Baka hindi na naman natin mabigay ng tama. And that's the reason why binabalansi po natin yon. Ano pang approach ang maganda? Babawasin ba natin yung excise tax? Or magbibigay na lang po tayo ng fuel subsidy? Kung hindi naman efficient ang pagbibigay natin ng fuel subsidy sa ating mga mamamayan, better yet na wag na muna natin gawin ang fuel subsidy and go to the reduction of the excise tax and the Biofuel Act.
So,
But the problem ng
Mas malaki
Yes.
po sa ngayon, sa discussion niyo po kanina, yung posibilidad na masuspend yung excise tax. Tama po ba?
Well, hindi naman hindi pa siya gano'n ka 100% or hindi siya yung kumbaga yung majority ng mga members na nandun kanina hindi gearing toward that. But we are really balancing everything that we are trying to tell the oil industry that you need to cooperate and to be a part of the problem and you to be a part of the solution. You have to give us something as well. If we're going to reduce the excise tax, ano naman ang gagawin ng oil industry considering that we know that they are hindi na po sila regulated eh. That's a reason why yung Republic Act 8479 we have to review it eh dahil nga we have to unbundle yung mga gastos ng ating mga oil companies eh dahil nga hindi natin nakikita eh. That's the reason why I suggested as well a while ago doon po sa aming hearing that magkaroon tayo ng tinatawag na parang i-pool natin yung pagbili natin ng oil like